What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Fantasy Scholars. Today I'm going to be ranking the top 20 shortstop for 2021. I'm going to be placing them each into their own tiers, starting off with bronze, silver, gold, diamond, and elite. I kind of like to do this because it kind of gives you an idea, like similar players, rather than just going like 20, 19, 18. So, we kind of categorize them into their own tiers just to see how similar they are to each other. All right, let's start off with the bronze list. Now we have Jorge Polanco, Paul DeJong, Chris Taylor, and Andres Jimenez. Now my favorite out of these, probably Jorge Polanco, because here's what's really interesting about him is like he was really good in 2019, fell off in 2020, but a lot of people did. So I think that he can kind of bounce back and be a really solid hitter. He should hit close to 300. Get a decent amount of power, get some RBIs. So I do like Jorge Polanco, and for a bronze player, he's pretty solid. And you'll see kind of through this list, it's pretty deep at shortstop this year compared to like ever. Like this year is really, really deep in shortstop. The new wave of shortstops are coming. It's pretty awesome to see. Paul DeJong, we talked about him the other day. He can hit 30 plus homers. Don't expect him to hit really over 260, probably like 250, 260. He could probably steal about 8 bags. Chris Taylor apparently is going to be playing like every day, so that's interesting because he could play everywhere, but like he won't be playing shortstop. It's not going to Corey Seager, so he's still a very solid hitter though, and he's on the Dodgers team and he's going to score a lot of runs and chip in. He's a very solid player. And then Andres Jimenez, like we talked about him, oh my gosh, like a month ago, he can steal a lot of bags, and I like Andres Jimenez this year on the Indians. Moving on to the silver tier. Carlos Correa, Marcus Semien, Tommy Edman, and Didi Gregorius. Really interesting because a lot of these guys could actually break out and be really good. My least favorite, though, is Didi Gregorius. I just have no idea what to really expect from him. Like, yes, he could probably hit 20 homers, get like 70 RBIs. Is he going to hit 240? Is he going to hit 250? I have no idea with him. So I really don't know. Marcus Semien was a AL MVP finalist in 2019 on the Blue Jays now. Blue Jays have really improved. So can Marcus Semien bounce back and be a top shortstop? We will see, but I do like Marcus Semien quite a bit. Carlos Correa was really good in the postseason. He's kind of fallen off in fantasy over like the past 2 years, but maybe he can bounce back and still be a legit shortstop. And Tommy Edman can really play everywhere, and the Cardinals team is really improved with their lineup. So I do like Tommy Edman. He could seriously hit 20 plus homers and steal 20 plus bases. So really look at Tommy Edman because he may be slipping under the radar a little bit. Moving on to the gold list. Now these guys are definitely a step up above silver. We have Tim Anderson, Javier Baez, Gleyber Torres, and Dansby Swanson. Really interesting player. So Javier Baez is my personal favorite out of these because I could just see him hitting a ton of homers and stealing a ton of bags. He's not going to take walks. And I made a video, an overvalued video, and I did put him in there. So if you get him at the right price, he's going to be legit. But it's really interesting because he does not walk. He does strike out, but he will hit a ton of homers, and he could steal 20 plus bases and still hit 280 like he did in 2018, 2019. So what do you do with Javier Baez, but he's still a legit player. He's great on defense, so he's going to be in the lineup every day. Tim Anderson is a hitting machine in terms of average. You're going to probably get 15 to 20 homers from him and 15 to 20 stolen bases. And RBIs 60 to maybe 70. So he's really interesting because he's really good with average, and then you look at the other categories and he doesn't explode in any one category like some of these other players we're going to talk about. So really look at Tim Anderson. Yes, he's still a legit shortstop. You got to get him. And Gleyber Torres and Dansby Swanson, they're going to evolve into really good players. Don't be concerned about Gleyber having an off year last year. He's going to be back with the Yankees. He's going to be really good. And Dansby Swanson is really trending the right direction, and the Braves team is stacked. Moving on to Diamond. Really, really good shortstops here. Corey Seager is the first guy on the list, and he is a hitting machine. He's not going to steal you bases, But that's okay, because he could hit over 300. He could hit really 35 to 40 homers. I really genuinely believe that. He's a legit hitter. He's on the Dodgers. He's going to be in the middle of that lineup. He's going to absolutely wreck with them. He's got to stay healthy. Keep that in mind. He has to stay healthy. Bo Bichette is going to be a really, really solid shortstop this season. He's going to get homers. He's going to steal bags. He's going to hit for a decent average. So I really like Bo Bichette. Xander Bogaerts is just all around a really solid shortstop. The Red Sox are going to be better this year. And Alberto Mondesi is the last guy, and he could steal 40-plus bases. He'll hit close to 300, and then the rest is just kind of chipping in, Can he get 12 to 15 homers? Maybe 50 RBI would be wild on the Royals. I don't know if that would really happen, but possibly. But again, that's stolen bases. He's going to be one of the best. And on to the elites here. These guys are in a league of their own. Like, honestly, it's these four, and then kind of like everyone else are really solid, and I really like them, but these four are just so good. Fernando Tatis Jr., Trey Turner, Trevor Story, Francisco Lindor. Power, speed, high average. All four of them. All four of them. And I honestly would not be, and I know Fernando Tatis Jr. has had a lot of hype. I would seriously not be surprised if Trey Turner, Trevor Story, and Lindor all have better seasons than him. And you guys may be like, what are you talking about? You told us like a month ago to take him first overall. Yes, he's going to be really good on Padres. And he could be absolutely fantastic. But Trey Turner can steal 40-plus bases. He hit 12 homers last season. And he's going to hit for a really high average. And I really like that Nationals lineup. So who really knows? And Trevor Story has been doing it consistently for years where he hits 25-plus homers and steals 30-plus bases. And he's close to 300 and he's Coors Field. And I know that Rockies lineup is really weird, but he's really, really good. And Francisco Lindor is a legit hitter. He's been doing it for years. So don't freak out if three of those guys end up doing better than Fernando Tatis Jr. But we'll see what happens. I think all four of them are going to be great, but just keep that in mind if you're trying to decide, who should you draft first. Just keep in mind that Story and Lindor, you could get it possibly in the second round, depending on how many players you have in your draft and in your league. So keep that in mind, but they're all elite. You can't really go wrong with any of them. But thank you all for watching. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. All the comments have been awesome, and the likes, you guys have been really, really awesome. Let me know what other videos you want to see, and I'll see you guys next time.